Hello, my name is Tim Ramo, Product Solutions Director with Applus Technologies. Today we're going to demonstrate Applus's Smog DADdy OBD inspection system for New California Bar OIS. For those of you that don't know or haven't heard of Applus Technologies, we're the global leader in vehicle testing services worldwide. We currently perform emissions vehicle testing throughout the United States in centralized and decentralized environments. Currently we operate in Illinois centralized market, Washington centralized and decentralized programs in Connecticut and the counties of Salt Lake and Weber County in Utah. We provide VID data management services for Georgia. We also provide both database management, dashboard reporting and equipment, and just management and oversight services. We conduct over 10 million vehicle emissions tests per year. And we're coming to the market in California to introduce this new system to meet BAR's OBD inspection system requirements. So a little bit about myself. I've got over 17 years of experience designing software and hardware for emissions testing programs. I'm familiar with BAR 97 requirements. I've developed software for two-speed idle testing, ASM testing, familiar with the various dynamometers that you guys are using today, Clayton, Mustang, Maha, different gas benches, Hariba, sensors, various tachometer types. I've done development work for some of the companies that you have in the program today, including ESP, Snap-on, and SPX. So with our experience in the industry of emissions testing, we've developed a solution based on our experience in those environments where we understand the harsh automotive environment and what kind of equipment needs to be delivered to satisfy or operate successfully and withstand those harsh environments. I'm going to just get into an overview of the equipment itself, starting with the cabinet that we've provided here. It's a small form factor. We understand that there's space limitations in the garage. It features a cast aluminum base with locking casters, again small footprint. The brackets can be mounted on either side of the cart, so you can have the barcode scanner on the left side, the right side, the DAD on the left side, the right side. Features a vinyl coated top and powder coated base. So we also have a paper tray down here for storing paper or any documents that you may need to store. It also features a compact PC that's solid state. There's no moving parts, solid state hard drive, low power consumption. These are one of the biggest failure components that you encounter in an emissions inspection environment, in a garage environment. Dust gets in, blows out the power supply, burns out the hard drive. So Applus is elected to use all solid state components, and rather than have an integrated all-in-one monitor with computer, we prefer to keep it separate because it reduces your failure points. Features a 22-inch monitor, Okidata printer. We have over 2,500 of these printers deployed across our IM programs today and have a great relationship with Okidata. Also, barcode scanner, Honeywell, very proven device for scanning. You guys have probably seen it in the environment that you have today. And then a flexible keyboard, which offers you protection from spills and dirt and dust, sealed, protected. And last and most importantly, of course, is the DAD device itself, featuring LED indicator lights to show vehicle voltage, power, fault indicator information, as well as OBD communications to the vehicle and PC communications, so that you can tell when you're actually talking to the DAD device itself. Applus, understands that durability is of the utmost importance in your environment. When something breaks, you're down, you're not making money. So we took special care in designing overmolded cables that have been tested to 10,000 connect and disconnect cycles to the mating DLC with 20 pounds of force and at 20-degree angles to assure that these cables still operate. So after 10,000 cycles, these cables were fully operational. So part of the bar's DAD requirements was the ability for the DAD to self-test. So what you have here is a self-test cable that attaches to the bottom of the device and creates a loopback to test all the cables in the hardware itself to assure that everything is operational. And with that, I'm going to move to the demonstration portion using the DAD in the bar OIS software. Each Applus Smog DADdy comes with Applus's Smog DADdy Manager software. This software is used to update the firmware on the device, as well as provide additional diagnostic tools not available within the OIS software. That includes manual meters, freeze frame data, clearing codes, looking at readiness, checking the mill, seeing diagnostic trouble codes, and looking up diagnostic trouble codes. Additionally, features remote support, which allows Applus's support technicians to log in to troubleshoot issues that you're having with your device or your system, if you elect to buy the whole system. I'll demonstrate that at the end. So, moving to the bar OIS software, you can see you have perform inspection menu item and some various other items for managing your station, purchasing certificates, assigning or managing your technicians. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and just start the inspection by clicking Perform Inspection. As you can see now, it's going through and identifying the computer. And what bar is doing is actually looking at the DAD serial number and verifying that the computer and the DAD are correct. They're tracking which piece of equipment the DAD is installed on what computer, so that you have the ability to move your DAD from PC to PC with simply logging in as the shop owner and authorizing the change. So at this point, it's prompting me to scan my technician badge. So at this point, the OIS is going to prompt me to scan the VIN, no differently than your bar 97 units do. So we're going to go ahead and scan the VIN. And now the OIS is prompting us to enter the license plate for the vehicle twice to confirm. These are common inputs that you perform on your current bar 97 equipment. At this point, it's asking for the license plate issuing state. We're going to go ahead and select California. And at this point, we're getting the vehicle confirmation, which would allow us to edit the VIN, license plate, or the issuing state. We're going to go ahead and select yes, the information is correct, which brings us to a prompt for, is a vehicle a government fleet, business fleet, or permanent fleet? We're going to go with no. The OIS is now indicating that no match is found with the DMV because we didn't use a valid California registration or VIN number, so we're going to indicate the data is correct. Again, a prompt indicating that no match was found. And because my VIN didn't decode, I'm going to enter or select my make, model, and year. Gasoline powered. As you can see, there's prompts here for hybrid, which is something you're not currently testing, but the software has the ability to allow in the future. So at this point, we're prompted for the certification type. We're going to select California certification. Vehicle type is a passenger car, and mileage at this point, we have a summary from the OIS indicating what we've entered so far. So you have the opportunity to edit the make, model, year, passenger vehicle type. And at this point, the OIS is instructing us or prompting us as to which test modules are going to be run. So in this case, we're going to run an OBD2, smoke, liquid leak check, visual check, and an aftermarket parts check. And now we're prompted to actually connect the DAD to the vehicle, perform a key on engine off to verify that the mill did illuminate. We're going to go ahead and select yes. and we're going to select yes. And now the OIS is going to go ahead and interrogate the vehicle. What BAR is doing is unlike any other emissions program in the nation today. They're interrogating every ECU and every mode PID combination, not once, not twice, sometimes 3 times. And this is for them to build a fraud table to fingerprint the vehicles to validate that the vehicles that are being tested by the OIS are actually the vehicles that need to be tested, as opposed to clean scanning or any other malicious testing process. So the duration of the test is relatively short, but again, that changes based on the model year of the vehicle. The more ECUs the car has, the longer the test will take. Again, this is anywhere from a 20-second to a 60-second process depending on the vehicle. The OIS is interrogating and requesting that data. At this point, 100% of the data has been collected, and the OIS is processing those results, saving the results, and sending the results to BAR. So at this point, the test is complete. We're going to go ahead and remove the DAD device from the vehicle. And select OK. So we finished the test. At this point, we're doing a smoke check. Select smoke check result for the exhaust system. We're going to select pass. Smoke check result for the crankcase, pass, and continue. Which brings us to the liquid fuel leak check. Again, pass. Which brings us to the emissions control visual inspection. As you can see, there's pass, tampered, not applicable, or defective. We're going to go ahead and select pass for each of these items. Which brings us to does the vehicle have aftermarket emissions control components installed that require an executive order? I'm going to select yes just because I think this is something you guys are familiar with and wanted to show you the screen. Again, the executive order allows you to enter the numbers that are required. I'm going to go ahead and select back and select no. At this point, the BAR OIS software is asking if we've performed any emissions related pairs prior to the start. We're going to select no. Which brings us to the certificate issuance. You have the ability to select no or yes. We're going to go ahead and select yes, issue the certificate. And a new feature to your BAR 97 equipment is the ability to add comments to the VIR. And that's the visual vehicle inspection report you're giving the motorist. Again, BAR is allowing up to 500 characters to be entered. This is going to be seen by the motorists and as well as by BAR. So enter useful information. Which point the OIS brings up a preview of the VIR prior to printing it. You can look at the results prior to printing. We're going to go ahead and select print. Again, it allows you to select a printer. You can select the number of copies. If you have multiple printers in your shop, you can pick which one you want. We're going to go ahead and print to the local printer that we have attached. And as you can see down here on the bottom of the screen, there's an additional feature or function, and that's a VIR in Spanish. So we're going to go ahead and pop that up just so you can see what it looks like. So for those stations that are dealing with Spanish-speaking motorists, you have the ability to provide them a VIR in Spanish. At which point we're finished, and the OIS software returns you to the main menu. Included with Applus's Smog DADdy device, as I indicated earlier, is the ability to provide remote support. And simply click on the Help tab and launch remote support. Applus engineers and support staff can log in remotely to help troubleshoot your DAD device or the equipment, any troubles you might be having with the equipment. So from our remote locations, we can log in, take control, or watch what you're doing to provide additional support. An additional feature that Applus is providing with our full systems is a backup and restore feature that's included with the with our full offering. And what that does, it's unlike the Windows backup and restore function. What that backup and restore feature allows you to do is, once you have your OIS system installed, out of the box, is perform a backup on the equipment in a fully operational state. Should one of your technicians or you encounter a problem with your PC that won't repair itself, you simply launch Applus's backup and support feature, which will perform a full restore back to the original state and allows you to restore it in less than 5 minutes. This allows you to get back up and running quickly for a small or minor PC problem that otherwise would have you inoperational. That concludes Applus's presentation. For additional information about Applus Smog Daddy's offerings, visit www.smogdaddy.com. It's smogdaddy.com. Thanks.